Good morning, Izet from Zetster's Lab. Well, today I'm going to show you how to hand dye a top like this. Years ago, a boutique contacted me and asked me to do this kind of dye onto their linens. Oh my goodness, it was a big thing. It was huge duvet covers. It was gowns, you know, that you wear over your pajamas, those type of things. It was cushion covers. So it was crazy. So this was a piece that was actually one of my samples. And this became one of my favorite shirts. It's absolutely gorgeous to wear. This is linen, as I said. They sent me some linen and I had to make samples, and this was it. And afterwards I created this into a top. As I said, my favorite. So today I'm going to show you how to do this. So at the charity shop I bought this whole roll. I don't know what material this is, but I bought it for 100 rand. I mean less than $5. And now I can use it to demonstrate and create things, and I just love it. So how do I measure how much material I will use to make a top like this? What I usually do is, I know this one will go around me, so all I need is to measure from there to the bottom there, and then I have my piece of cloth. Just remember to make a little, leave some, do some extra for the hem. So yes, this is how I measure. Let me just put it here. I'm in my garden, because this can be a real messy affair. Let me put on my apron, because I really don't want to mess up. Can you actually mess up this t-shirt? I don't think so. So some friend also asked me to show you how I created this. So this was, you can see it started off like being like this, and then I just added some stencils. Voila. So let's start with showing you how to make this. So here I have another piece. I love to have them wet, you know, hand dried, if you can call it that. So this is my piece. I had it in water, so now I'm just gonna wring it out, because you know I love it when it's more flowy than just kind of, I don't know, stiff. I don't know how to say it. So this is my piece. So now you decide what colors do you want to use. So I decided on my favorite colors for this first one. So even though this is white, I'm still gonna add white. Then, so what I do is, I have my little pots. So then I take out some white, put it in things like this, and then clean my hand. You know, there, I'm cleaning my hand. I took a little bit of black, because I think I want to do it more grayish. So that is my black. Then I've got a little bit of orange. Once again, take it out. You don't need a lot because this is all material paints. Because I'm not going to paint my cloth. I'm just going to, look there, just that little bit. Already there's some. Then I thought I'm going to go for this brown, light brown. So once again, take out some, smear it there on my plate, smear it on my hands, and just voila. So this is it. This is the first layer. I'm going to take a little bit of black, not much. Then add it to my white. You can wear gloves if you don't want to mess up your hands. I was too busy, so there it is. So it's my grays. Look there, look my gray. Just glorious gray. See, I didn't want to go for the black immediately. So I'm going for a little bit more of orange. So you keep going with this until you feel satisfied. So the more you work it, the more it's gonna cover your cloth. Make sure. I usually also put it like this on my bags, just to make sure on my table that I have covered most of it. So there you can see it's coming. It is coming. So this is all I did to get this. I used black and white on a white. And I think what I most probably did is when it dried, I added some more here and there. I'm not sure. It was 5, 6, 7 years back, I don't know. And you know, you think linen is so expensive, but I mean, look at that top. It looks new still after all these years. And as I say, it's my go-to. When I don't know what to wear, I just wear that. So this is my first one. I still have all my colors left in my little things. And now what to do? I think I need more gray. So once again, take a little white and black, mix it, and just work it in. I just want more orange as well. Let me do more orange. Just go for it. Don't think. Be like a child and just play. Just enjoy it and see what happens. Right, so I'm cleaning my hands. That's why we call it in Afrikaans a gemorslappie, a rubbish cloth. Because it really looks kind of like a rubbish cloth that you use to clean yourself in the garage. My husband always jokingly said, Izette, I have all of these cloths in the garage, just come and use them. So you can see a very, very, very gemorslappie. So now when I made this green one, this one, I was on the farm with my friend and she had the stencils what to put on. You know, the little flower stencils. Well, I don't have stencils, but I do have sweet potatoes. So 2 minutes, let's say I cut a little round flower and a little sunflower, I don't know what. There I have it. There I have my stencil. So once again, you just take your you don't think, you just make patterns. So I go for the white. Now, as I put it in the white with the brown, you just stencil it. You don't think, you just play. So I'm just making here and there a stencil with my sweet potato that I cut. All of us can remember doing this in school. So it's just mark making. You just enjoy making marks. And if we touch each other, who cares, you know? This is really just mark making. And this is, I should have used better colors to demonstrate, but I am sure you got the idea. So I'm into this thing again, getting more brown on this side. So you can see here, this was exactly the same cloth, white. I just used a purplish gray and a green and a white with a real stencil. And there you just see how it worked. So this is very quickly, I mean, you're gonna now put more in and you're gonna do more until you feel satisfied. But I'm not done yet. I'm just gonna go on to this one and show you some more things that you can use. You also know my motto is use what you have to create what you love. So I am using what I have. So I'm in my garden. This is some lavenders. These are other little leaves. Then this leaf. So I'm gonna use this. So what I am gonna do, still gonna use my same one. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of water in my black. As you can see, because it's the cloth is wet, these I am now going to make very, very, about 2/3 water. You can see even if I now make some marks on here, it's still very light black. It's not a dark black. So just here and there, if you're going to make a top or a table runner or whatever, serviettes, make sure it's kind of the same all over, but it doesn't have to. So now I'm going to take a lavender and I'm just going to put it in here. And look what I'm going to do. I'm just going to, oh, here it's coming. Here it's coming. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna hit it onto this. And there you will see how beautiful it's coming. The awesome thing is, it's now over the flowers. So I am creating a flower lavender field. So now I just continue doing it until I'm at the end of my cloth. And look there, I've messed a little bit, so that's fine. This is a gemorslappie, messed cloth. So here I am, hitting. I am not going all the way up. I think I just want to have it on the bottom. Fantastic. So what I will now continue doing, but I don't have to show you, but I'm going over with my flowers once again, layer upon layer. Remember, I love layering. I'm going to do different flower, and I'm just going to smear it there, clean my hand, and then just on some of the flowers, just put this once again, so I'm getting dimension. And on some it's new, it's not onto an old one or onto a white one, it's just you know what, this is what it means to just learn to go with the flow. And things really doesn't have to be so difficult, you know. We can just play and create beautiful things. I will need to clean my red plastic tablecloth. Because so there you can see I'm adding more of the orange here and there with a different type of flower now. It will be glorious if you have smaller flowers. And then for the last layer, I'm gonna go with my white again. Just here and there on my white flowers. Just add a little bit more white. So the awesome thing is, when this is now dry, it's much softer. It's still a softer color. You know, that is why everything in my house is filled with paint. Even my outside garden things. So this is it. I hope you've learned something, even if it is just to enjoy messing around. And this is how I create my cloths. What you can also now still do is you can add whatever color. You can add a little bit of green. You can add your blue just to give it more color. You can do whatever blows your hair back. And as I'm always saying, keep going until you are satisfied, until you love it. I'm wearing my things because I love it. And I've got 2 boys, and I've told you about them. and they are not artistic at all. So they will always just roll their eyes at what I'm wearing and what I'm doing, but I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for me, to allow the joy and the creativity inside me to start flowing. That is where we find our peace and our joy, inside us, because it's already there. We just need to release it. And that is why I say, find whatever you need to do to release the joy and peace and happiness that's already in you. For me, it's this. It's art. It's art. It's gardening. It's dyeing things. It's creating things. That makes me come alive, because we all are alive. I read something. The man said, it's not the question, to him it's not a question about what happens after death. To him it's about whether you find life before death. Isn't that fantastic? Do we really find life before we leave this body? The life that is already in us, the abundant life that we desperately need in order to get victoriously through every moment of every day. We need the life. So have we found it yet? That's the question. And I did by doing all of these things. That just makes me realize, wow, I am alive. I feel the life. The life is flowing through me. Is it from Zedster's Lab? Love you lots. Thanks for subscribing and liking and commenting. Love you lots. It is amazing to share my joy. And once again, if I can, you can. That is what this channel is all about. Anybody can do this. All you just need to do is get some material paint, some cloth, sweet potato or potato, some plants. I actually had these because I wanted to hit with them, but then I thought, you know what, I actually love this lavender, so I'm gonna just pick this up. It's very wet, to show you. Can you see? It's just gorgeous. And as I said, when it dries, it is much more subtle. And if you don't like the gray, have put in the gray. If you make it for children, you use all these wonderful colors, the greens, the blues, red, orange, and you go wild. So depend what you want to use it for and what color speaks to you, what you're gonna use. I just thought, I want to make something for me. So this is for me. If it's done, I have no idea. But I love it. Is it from Zedster's Lab?